It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
I really like this young quarterback, Mike. I think there's a lot of things that he does very well. I mean, the arm talent, it allows you to expand the playbook. His mind, he can process information both quickly and decisively. Pocket presence, impressive as well. He rarely finds himself in situations where he's a sitting duck. Now, can he put all of that together and operate an NFL offense? That's what we want to see here today, and so far, I think he's shown a lot of hope that he can grow into a future franchise quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Second down and 8. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They send him right out of the slot. Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. When you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
The motion man is Johnson. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And now it's 4th and goal.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A pass deep for Reynolds. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Play action now. It's Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll run. It's Williams. Powering forward. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Justice Hill to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Third and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A give right up the middle to Henry.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Bateman is the motion man. On the give, here's Henry. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Pistol give to Henry. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Bateman is the motion man. On and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He runs with it. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. 7-3 is the score, with 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. From the gun, Jackson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. This one taken in by Reynolds. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Nix to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Hardy now with the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. Play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Ravens bring their punt team out. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. To return, it's Mims. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second down. Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line. They'll go again with Williams. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense and their running back set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson up top again. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he will score. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He finds his tight end, Dulcich.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Mims sent in motion here. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A tight end in motion now. They'll run. It's Williams. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And he will score! Game on! Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Oh, a gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
The motion man is Johnson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Again, it's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Bateman is the motion man. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RP kind of trickle its way into the NFL, but remember, It's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and 11. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. They'll drop to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
A point after now from Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Nix. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's that man again, another catch.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. He connects, it's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's gonna get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.